Alright folks, this is Shaun Boyle with Shaun Boyle Test America. The unveiling of our first Lucky Tackle box. I met these guys up in Tulsa. I'd already ordered their product on a 3-month trial to see what I got. All indications are these are the better of the different kinds of boxes out there, so let's see. I already cut the tape. I used a case pocket knife, made in America. Got ourselves some Lucky Tackle box paper. It's kind of unique in itself. Alright, right here, get a card. It lists all our products that we received. It's got the value on them, description on them, gives you an idea of how to use it. Like this one for the frog here, mentions specs on what kind of line you might need, things like that. Lucky Tackle Box also sends out a video link, and you can watch them using these baits. That's part of the great thing about this program, is yes, I'm getting $25–30 worth of baits, but the fact that they'll send out links to videos on how to use them, it forces you to buy baits that you wouldn't necessarily buy, and it expands your horizons because they're showing you how to use baits that you may have never used before. So you get exposure, it helps increase your skill set. So anyways, that's what's inside the March 2016 box. Get me a Get Lucky Lucky Tackle Box sticker. Well, that'll go on the shelf. First thing from Z-Man, we got a 2 frog-legged chatterbait. I've never seen one of these. It's 3/8 of an ounce. I've had really good luck. They're black and blue 3/8 of an ounce chatterbait. I've caught a couple fish at Ray Roberts on it. I've actually lost both of them, but they were good little baits. I had really good luck. They're around a $4, $5 bait. I think this one right now is listed as $4 on their chart. Let's see here. Yeah, this one's listed as a $5 bait. It'd be interesting though. I've never seen one dressed up like a frog before. I actually throw a frog, so this will be interesting in itself. It's got chartreuse and black. It looks like a frog. But I'll have some fun with that one because, like I said, I do like their blue and black chatterbait, and I do like a frog, so that looks like somewhat a combination of both of them. So that's a good deal. What else do we get here? The famous Livingston Lures is in Randy Howell's. We get the Pro Wake bait vibration and sound technology. That one is a big son of a gun. Got blue back with a little bit of light green. I don't think that's quite chartreuse on a white body with a chartreuse belly, or slight belly. That is a deep diver, just looking at that bill. I'm not seeing a weight on this one, or at least not that I can put in this video, but I don't know. If I had to guess, that's probably a $6 bait. Maybe more, maybe $7. Let's see what they have to say about that. That's not even listed there. That might be one of their special extra baits. Alright. Got 2 5/0 grip point mustad ultra point hooks. You can never really have too many hooks. I don't know quite what the grip point does, but I'll figure it out. I may end up putting those even. If I don't use them on a worm, I may throw them in my saltwater box because they're pretty good size. Some Reaction Strike 4-inch shads in a clear color. I guess the official color on that is sexy. But I know translucent and natural colors are wonderful for clear water. My buddy Gene, the fishing machine, told me that. So these will be good. I can rig them up on a jig head. I got me some jig heads from Cabela's recently. But it looks like there's probably 4 in this, and they're 4-inch, so that's a pretty good little size. I don't go after big monster fish. I don't have time. Bass Mutations soft plastics. You can see there it almost looks like that Skeet Reese Pit Boss or a brush hog of some sort. It doesn't list the color, but that's a dark green color, almost an olive green. Here again, that's really good in clear water. Could probably be used in darker water, but it's not. It doesn't have anything bright in it. But a handful of black, bass mutants. A live target frog. That looks like a popping frog, just looking at that. That's a good deal. I don't know what the weight on this one is, but frogs don't really have a big weight. It's just kind of what size. It's got some feathers there on the back treble hook. I happen to throw a frog. I got a rod and reel set up specifically for frogs after watching a show with Roland Martin and Dean the Machine Rojas throwing frogs. I got into it. I've had some good luck. I've caught a few fish on frogs just as top water. Sometimes weeds and sometimes just where I knew there was a bunch of trees, and I just cruised it across the top of the water and got it. Live targets endorsed by Scott Martin. So that's a good little deal. Popping frog. I know that's kind of unique because when it's going across it does make that popping sound. This one's listed as a 1/2 ounce. That's going to be a good bait for me. That one I'll get a heck of a lot of use out of. And then it looks like I got my magazine, my Fish Hound magazine that they brag about. So all in all, I'd have to say I'm pretty pleased. I think I did pretty well for myself when you factor in the Livingston Deep Diver, a chatterbait that looks like a frog when I'm a chatterbait kind of guy, a popping frog when I'm a frog kind of guy. I'm learning to use swim baits. I'm sure I'll use those shad in clear water. And I got those what appears to be like their version of like a brush hog or a pit boss. I can use those. Those make great trailers on jigs, or you can just put them up, throw a weight on them, and use them that way. So anyhow, folks, it's Shaun Boyle, Shaun Boyle Test America, and there's my lucky tackle box.